Hey guys, thought I would shoot a couple of quick power tips today. One is if you're running new power, a really handy thing to do is to run basically two out of phase hot leads, a neutral and a ground, right? So when you have the two out of phase hot leads, they can share a common neutral, which means that you can put two circuits in every single box. So I have these all color coded, which is another tip, which we'll go over in a second. But if you do this, you can basically always plug your vacuum or whatever next to your tool and not worry about overloading the breaker. Now, one word of caution though is if you do this, you have to tie the breakers, okay? It's easy enough to do, but you tie the breakers together. That way, if you turn off one or one of them trips, the other one trips too. Because if you have an electrician or you just are absent-minded or you sell your house and somebody else is working on this, or they're gonna come in here, plug in a tester or something like that, hit the breaker, they're gonna think the power to that box is dead. Okay, but if they only flipped one of them, then there's still live power on the other side. So you wanna make sure that's not happening. Conceivably, if you ever needed to convert one of these to a 220, you could, because you have two out-of-phase hots. And, you know, again, the neutral and the ground. Also, I recommend color coding all of your plugs. So every plug in my shop has a green, an orange, or a pink sticker on it. So the pink stickers, that one over there doesn't, because I just replaced it and I haven't put the sticker on, which is why I'm doing this video, because I just got the stickers out. Those have pinks. That's a pink. There's green, which goes to boxes that are underneath here, which are also color coded. This one's orange. This way I always know what's plugged into each circuit at any given point, which is really nice. I know my pink circuit's 15 amp. I know my green and my orange circuit are both 20 amps. So as you're moving things around your shop, you can see those are color coded there as well. You can make sure to be balancing the load around. Also, that's just really nice. What I use is just these. That's why I'm doing this tip. I just had to dig these things out. These are just regular old color coding labels. You can get them from pretty much any office supply area. The other tip, real quick, is I just installed one of these little Harbor Freight power reels. The problem is the cord, it's short. It's super short. So you'd have to have an extension cord hanging from your extension cord all the time for it to be of any use at all, which is stupid to me. I'm sure it's designed to be attached to a ceiling plug or something like that, but that wouldn't work in my shop. So I just lengthen the cord. I very commonly lengthen the cords of things. And I'll splice it in at a logical point, which in this case was inside the little breaker here. So now I've got, instead of like a little 2-foot cord, I've got a big, 8 or 9 foot cord, I forgot what I bought, which is plenty long enough. But whenever you do that, you end up cutting the ends off of cords. So I have like a ton of like extra cord ends just lying around doing stuff. And a nice kind of utility thing that you can do with those is just slap a plug on the other end. You're going to purposely make a super short extension cord. And the reason for that is often, like over here, you're going to find cases where you have a power brick, these big wall warts, right? And they inevitably end up covering up two different spots. So if you don't want that to happen, you plug in one of these, then you plug your wall wart in here. That way it's freeing up all of your various spots. These are actually, you can buy a commercial product for these. They call them power strip liberators. But I mean, if you've got the extra cords lying around and these plug-ins are dirt cheap from Harbor Freight, then you may as well just make your own, in my opinion. So another easy, quick tip there. So hopefully one of those tips helps you out. If you like these tips, please like and subscribe. And until next time, I'll talk to you later.